All right. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Daybreak Live. My name's Krissi. I'm with Positively Osceola, and Positively Osceola just wants to bring you news that informs, impacts, and inspires. So if you are watching live, thank you so much. Pop in the comments, say hey, say good morning. I'd love to see who's watching, and I want to know what everyone's doing on this beautiful Wednesday. I also want to say, if you are not following Positively Osceola already or getting notifications or subscribed to us, make sure you do, because we are constantly uploading and we want you to get the news and everything like on time. So as soon as it happens. So make sure you're liking, subscribing, and following us so you get all of your news right on time. So today I'm really excited because on this episode of Daybreak Live, I get a chance to chat with the co-owner and operator at Wild Florida, Sam Haught. And this is going to be awesome because there is an amazing event happening there. It's GATOR Week, and we're going to hear all about what's going on there, why it's important, and where their proceeds are going to help Osceola County. So let's dive into it. Let's see what they have going on at GATOR Week for Wild Florida. And I'll play the video, we'll make it official, and then we'll get right into it. Here we go. All right, as we know, it is GATOR Week at Wild Florida, and there are so many fun things happening. So we have the co-owner and operator on with us, Sam Haught, and he's going to tell us all about what to expect. So let me bring him in here. Let's see if we can get him. There he is. Hey, Sam, how's it going?
Hey, Krissi. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us today. We're excited to have you and to hear what's going on at Wild Florida. So real quick, just tell everyone how you got into working with Wild Florida, because I've been dying to know.
Yeah, so it's kind of a strange backstory. I don't really have any industry experience in hospitality or I guess tourism, but it really started with the love for the outdoors for me. I used to work as a financial analyst and um, you know desk job, Wall Street, all that kind of stuff, and that just wasn't really a good fit for me. And so when an opportunity to break off and start doing real estate development happened, I jumped on it and moved out here to Central Florida from out west, and had a really good career at real estate development until the market decided to go belly up in 2008. And so we were left with a whole bunch of property and said, what should we do with it? And we decided to do something. The family that I belong to is the Munns family. And we decided to create something that allowed us to share the outdoors with other people. And we found ourselves doing that all the time, just because by nature of living here in Central Florida, you usually have a lot of guests that come out of the woodwork to come see you and try and get free Disney tickets, right? And so we were always taking people out and going on airboat rides and hunting and fishing and doing all kinds of fun stuff in the outdoors. And we just felt like that was a natural fit for us and some of the other family members. And we really started looking for a place where we could call home and build a place where we could do some eco tours. And we landed on this Lake Fish Camp about 12-13 years ago, and went through a process of developing it into what it is today. And it started out as just a small 13-acre fish camp with residents who brought their campers down and went fishing out on the lake, and is now turned into a 300-acre adventure park. And from what we know, it's the largest family-owned adventure park in Central Florida.
That's fantastic. And now you have amazing opportunities to teach the guests in the community about gators and other exotic animals that they would never normally get to see. So not only are you giving them the experience, you're getting them up close, but you're also educating them along the way.
Yeah, no, and it's been a real just an incredible experience trying to figure this business out and be able to have a good time with people and then educate them along the way. And we've had a blast. We've had a really good time, and it's been a neat opportunity for all of us.
Oh, absolutely. And as far as I know, your team came up with Gator Week. Is that right?
Yeah, so about 8 years ago, I was on a trip to Boston with an airboat, and we were doing airboat rides on the Boston Harbor in the freezing cold weather, and
What?
yeah, it was wild, And I was laying in my bed in my hotel room, and I thought, as I watched the 100th commercial for Shark Week, I thought, I wonder if anyone's doing something with Gator Week. Sharks are cool, but gators are way cooler. And
Right.
so I did a little search, and GatorWeek.com was available, and I said we got to buy that, and I think we bought it for like $10 online, and
What?
and then we trademarked the name, and we started trying to craft this event around, sort of around the concept that Shark Week is
Mm.
doing, and Gator Week was born, and so here we are 6 years later. This is our sixth annual Gator Week festivities.
Oh my gosh. Yes. And like Shark Week, you're also going over the myths and the things that people believe because of television or movies that gators are like really scary animals and there's just all they want to do is eat and destroy humans and obviously that's not the case. So you're
Yeah,
educating them along the way. It's entertaining as well and you're giving them an up close and personal experience that they never would normally have. So this is fantastic. All right,
thanks.
Gator Week. What kind of things can we expect to see?
So we've already done some fun stuff. We try and craft every day with a little bit of a different opportunity for people to jump into, and today we're doing a Gator Jumpathon, where our gators will be in our feeding show, which is a regular occurring event that happens 3 or 4 times throughout the day. Our gators jump for chicken. Yeah, there you go. They jump up and try and bite chicken off of the line. Well, today we'll start introducing some bigger items for them to jump for and some strange stuff to see what they like to eat best. And that might include bananas, a T-bone steak, a big loaf of bread, interesting things that see which one gets them really going. And then also our guests will be able to participate in a jumpathon up on our Gator Pavilion, and we'll have fried chicken hanging from a line, and they'll be able to jump up and try and grab it with their mouth. And it sounds nuts, but we've done it now for 6 years, and you'd be surprised how high people can jump, and how maybe it's the fried chicken or the prizes, I'm not sure, but people can really get up there when they want to.
It's definitely the chicken.
Yeah, it's fun, and we make it so you can't use your hands because alligators don't jump up and grab things with their hands, so you got to do it with your mouth.
Oh my gosh, that's unreal. That is unreal. Okay, so just recently also as a part of Gator Week, your team, which you call the Croc Squad, and I think that is
Yeah,
hilarious. And not only do they work with Crocs, but they also wear Crocs.
that's right. Yeah, and
There's
tomorrow
that.
if you wear Crocs, then you get a free prize as well.
What do you mean a free prize?
I think it's ice cream. It might change, but yeah, if you wear Crocs tomorrow, then we try and hook you up. We're big fans of Crocs out here.
This is literally the most Florida thing I've ever heard in my life, and I'm here for it. All right, so I know that if people come into your park and they give a small cash donation, they are not only helping your park, but they're also helping Osceola County in general. And I see a huge placard behind you. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I think the first couple of years that we did Gator Week, we were just saying, hey, let's let people come in to the park for free, And the goal was to help educate people about alligators. And the more people we could get in, the better. And because we really feel like alligators are misunderstood and are thought of as just sort of mindless eating machines. And we can prove to you in our gator shows and some of the things we do in the park that that's just not the case. They have personalities. There's intelligence there. That there's really interesting characteristics about each individual gator, and so we want people to really understand that and shine a better light on these amazing animals. And so during the process of those first few years, the maiden voyages of Gator Week, we found that people were donating money, whether we wanted it or not. They were saying, "Here's some money to help your cause." And we turned subsequently, in later years, we turned in the admission into a donation driven strategy where people could come down, and whether they give donated food or supplies or money, that we give them free admission. And so there's no set price. There's no like recommended donation amount. And any sort of donation will get you into the Gator Park essentially for free. And this year, we've decided to try and raise money for local high school kids going into college. And we're focusing on Osceola County high school kids that are going to be going to school here in Central Florida. And we did this through the Education Foundation, which is a really amazing organization that helps support our local kids. And this year, just a couple weeks ago, we gave our first scholarship, and it was just money that we came up with here at Wild Florida, and we gave it to a young lady named Valentina that's going to be going to USF. And we'll show some pictures of her a little bit later, but we got her in with her cap and gown next to Crusher, our huge alligator. And we just thought it was awesome. We really liked giving that scholarship and said, let's do more. And so this year, when you come in for Gator Week, if you make a donation, then we give you a small little Wild Florida buck, a Wild Florida bill, and you can place it on this huge life-size cutout of Crusher. It's about 14 foot long.
Wow.
And the goal is to just have this guy completely covered up with these different shades of green Wild Florida bucks, and be able to have a cool photo op, but also it sends a really neat message that we're able to raise that amount of money for future scholarships.
Wow. So this is a not only something that's offering people to come into your world and to see the exotic animals, but also you're giving back to the community in a way that not a lot of people can.
Yeah, no, 100% of the money that we raise during Gator Week goes to those scholarships. And we think that based on previous year's success, we think that we should have like 4 or 5 scholarships that we'll be able to generate from just this 1 week.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That gives so many kids opportunities that they never would have had.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
And hopefully they'll stick around and they'll be friends of Wild Florida and maybe even work here after they graduate. And, so there might be some self-interest in there that we can get kids to come back and work for us.
Hey, if you can inspire one person, that's all that matters. And if that's a kid that does that, who cares? If they're an ambassador for a species or the state in general, I mean, you're already making a difference.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, question for you. What is one of the events that you are having this week that you are looking forward to the most? Because today is the 25th, so we still have today, we have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So what's an event that you're extremely looking forward to?
Well, Friday and Saturday, we have a band, the Celery City String Band, that come out, and they play like old-timey music, and that I really enjoy just hearing them play, and that's really a good time. And then on Saturday, we have a 5K. So we're running, it's completely free. You can come out, you get a run through the Gator Park, hopefully not run over any alligators or anything. But it's the run, walk, hop, crawl, whatever you want to do, but just not in zigzags, because that's a myth. Don't run in zigzags from alligators. Run in a straight line. and we'll be giving out some really cool prizes for the people who placed in that 5K.
Okay, so exercise and live entertainment. What could be better than that? I love
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Sam, so tell us, for everyone that's watching, how can they get more information about what's going on for Gator Week, or just more information in general?
Yeah, so you can check out gatorweek.com, or you can go to our normal website, wildfl.com.
Okay, perfect. So all they have to do is go to the website. They can go to gatorweek.com since you bought it, and it was $10. I think
Yeah.
that's so fun. Okay, cool. Any last minute thoughts for our viewers before we wrap up?
Check us out on social media too. We've been posting some really fun stuff, and today we should show the one of the myths that we wanted to try and test this year was we commonly hear that if people go camping here in Florida and you camp next to the water's edge, a river or lake, that alligators will mess with you at night, and that it's really scary to camp next to the water. And so we had our Croc Squad guys go camp next to one of our biggest gator ponds and set up a tent and a barbecue and the whole thing, and see what happens, and see if the alligators try and bother them during the night. So we'll be showing some results of that test probably later on today.
On Facebook or Instagram or where?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them. Okay, well, I look forward to seeing that. That's amazing. All right,
Thanks.
Sam, thank you so much for sharing all that information and for your time. I think this is a fantastic event, very educational, very fun, and you're making it an opportunity that people don't normally get to have. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks, Krissi.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you pop in the comments and tell Sam a huge thank you for giving us information about Gator Week. And remember, go to Wild Florida. It's a hidden gem. It's right in our backyard. So make sure you go and support Wild Florida. Put a buck on that gator and help local students. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, Sam.
See you later. Bye-bye.